Guys, it's pretty much official at this point. The Pixel 7a is going to be an absolutely unbelievable phone. In particular, if they're able to keep the price right in the same range as it was with the Pixel 6a. We've known this for a while, but as we get closer and closer to launch and more of these specs are rumored from different sources, so we can kind of independently confirm these sorts of specifications, the more confident we are that this is frankly going to be the case. Today we have another leak from someone who has been referenced on many different websites, someone who's been accurate more often than not when it comes to their leaks, and they have here an actual real life photo of the Google Pixel 7a. You can see here the back of the device. It is very reminiscent of the Pixel 6a with some very small changes, maybe no changes actually. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks pretty much identical, but just different colors. The visor up here, instead of being black, is now a color that I'm going to presume is going to match the color that your particular device is in. And more than that, they are talking about specifications here. So we have a 6.1 inch FHD plus 90 hertz panel. What was one of the biggest complaints about the Pixel 6a? Well, that would be, of course, the fact that it only had a 60 hertz screen. A lot of people now are used to high refresh rate screens, and that 60 hertz was apparently grating to their eyes. So now 90 hertz OLED, check, we are good to go. Tensor G2, this is the same Tensor chip that is in the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro. This thing is plenty fast. LPDDR5 RAM, UFS 3.1 storage. So this device is going to be very fast. It's going to be just as fast as the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro for the most part. That's incredible for a budget device. The cameras are very interesting. A 64 megapixel Sony IMX787. Now, if that sounds familiar to you, it's because a long time ago, this individual, another leaker who liked to dig into the Google camera APKs, had said the exact same thing, saying that the 787 was a huge upgrade over the old IMX 363. So again, this is a big upgrade. We're going from a 12 megapixel sensor that is literally as old as the hills to a 64 megapixel sensor from Sony that is much more recent. Awesome to see. 12 megapixel ultra wide. Now this is a weird one for me. 5-watt wireless charging. So Kuba had also, I'm assuming that's how this is pronounced, Kuba, I don't actually know. They had actually referenced this as well. And they had also said 5-watt charging was going to be the limit. So that's pretty slow. But another complaint people had about the 6a was, well, in addition to the old camera sensor, but in regard to charging, the lack of wireless charging. That is now coming, albeit in a slow way, but it is still coming. And then, of course, running Android 13. The Pixel 6a was already one of the best, are we going to call it a budget? Let's call it a mid-range device, because in that $400 range, there are like $200 devices, so we'll call it a mid-range device. So in that mid-range area, the Pixel 6a was already easily my pick, okay? It was already fast, Google software is good, all those Google magic features like the call waiting thing and the always listening to music. I don't know the names of these features, but they're all very good. The camera performance was already outstanding. The battery life was outstanding. We're going to get all of that stuff, but upgraded with the high refresh rate screen, with the better camera sensor, with wireless charging. If they can keep that price in the same ballpark, Google is about to absolutely crush this ball out of the proverbial ballpark with the Pixel 7a. Now, there is a Google I/O event coming very soon, sometime in the next month or so. Actually, there may be an official date out by now for this. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be May 10th upon a quick Google. So we're very close to that event. We might be seeing this device announced at that event. It makes a ton of sense to see the 7a as well as the Pixel tablet shown off at those events. We've also seen the Pixel Fold in the wild. Photos of it as well. Is it also coming at this I/O event? If it is, it's going to be one heck of a spring Google I/O event this time around. And of course, you're going to want to be subscribed to this channel so that you don't miss out on more coverage like this as we do near that Google I/O event. I will be live during that event as well, so come watch with my community. It's always a ton of fun all getting together in the chat as we watch these events and get very excited about new technology being announced. I'll see you on the next one, guys, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.